Previously on Odessey of the Dragonlords, the party were in the Old Woods where they had gone to retrieve the stolen horn of Balmetria. The dryad Demetria had a grudge against Silas and the original Dragonlords and had stolen it, blaming him and Esther Arklander for the death of her sister, and she tried to kill the party. She came close to her goal as some of the party were charmed and others were passed out during the fight, but eventually the party prevailed. Now the party are resting up back outside the Mossy Temple and must decide their next moves. Alright everybody, so yeah, on the surface you guys are resting after all that went down in the ancient glade below. Yeah, the kids have been brought up. The dryad and the guy Lorius that you met last time, the sort of the satyr guy, are here as well. But yeah, they're all sort of chilling out whilst you guys are literally resting and recuperating a little bit. But yeah, it's time to start thinking about your next moves. Okay,
I was just thinking, at the end of the last game when we killed that woman,
yep,
she was wearing a necklace that had my family's markings on it.
That's right. Yes, you did. You did indeed. I'm going to say you certainly have taken that off. You've taken it off of them. You haven't. Okay, cool. You haven't done anything with it yet. But I'm definitely saying you have that in your possession. 100%. It's definitely your family crest. Yeah, it's the first item you've seen from your family in a long time.
Was there anything else on their bodies that was of interest, like on the big dude?
The big dude, yes, I can fill you in on a few little bits on that front, because there is a little bit of interest. 1 second. A fairly decent-looking javelin and a decent spear, and there would have been a bit of money on him as well. Bear with me, let me just roll how much that would have been. 1 second. All in all, about 28 gold pieces as well. 24 gold pieces would have been on him as well. So there would have been a little bit of gold. Obviously, along with the treasure and stuff that you found last time, Cal, from the other room.
Yeah, we've got that logged down in the chat there.
Yeah, you've got that in the chat. Yes, already. So you have.
I've added the gold onto my my pockets, guys.
Yeah, that's cool.
Can I have the javelin?
100% you can. You can definitely take the. Yeah, you can definitely take the javelin.
Do I add it to my D&D Beyond one?
Yeah, probably easier if you add it to your D&D Beyond, because it'll stay for longer if you do. So that's all good.
Any kind of javelin?
Just a javelin. Yeah, it's just a standard javelin at the moment. Yeah. So. That's all good. No, the main thing the guy had was he had lots of arms, so he could make lots of attacks. Is the main thing. So spears and javelins were being stabbed into people relatively quickly. Yeah,
he couldn't take a lot of pounding, could he?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't
dishing it out. But...
Yeah, well, that's the trade-off. There's always a trade-off in these things. But yeah, once you started singling him out, yeah, they were certainly a lot easier. Would have been harder if you stayed passed out, but you didn't. So that's fair.
So passed out, Woody. Can we all drink from the horn? I believe it was in the Oracle's Song de Doodah.
Yeah, we should
drink from the bottomless dragon horn.
It was indeed, yes, yeah. You certainly can. You are all aware of what happened to Cal when it did, as in he passed out. Has Cal actually filled them in on what he saw, or?
Yes, yeah. I think at this stage, on the way out, he was explaining to them what he's seen. He's told them that it was a big ship that he was on, and there were undead crewmen.
Mm-hmm.
And the treasure appeared to be at the end of the boat, but it was being guarded by a ghost.
That's absolutely spot on. That's exactly what Cal would know of that situation on that one. As you've been sort of saying all of this, Kira has been very quiet, which is unusual for her, but she's sort of been staying out of the way. Silas, Modius, and Heliod, would you join the rest? Would you guys drink from the horn at this point? And
Yes.
One at a time, because what happened to the other two characters that were in the cave? There were two mysterious characters in them before, weren't there?
Two mysterious characters from before.
You know, as we went into the cave, there were two people waiting for Dimitri.
Oh, yes. So, no, apologies. They're already up here. They're here. They've come up with the children when all this is going on. So they are here, yes, on that one. So, yeah, they are.
Do you know them?
The children have no idea who these people are, although they seem to be being kind to them, if that makes sense. But they're not trying to endanger them in any way. But they're certainly like trying. Especially this guy seems to be sort of trying to make sure everyone is okay on that one and looked after.
Medusius,
Yes.
do you recall a story of a druid causing some issues?
I do, yeah. You think of what I'm thinking?
I am, strangely enough.
Fair enough. What are you guys thinking?
I'm thinking my next move might be a grapple. What do you
Really,
think, guys?
really of this woman?
I mean, that's taking it a little bit further than I was expecting.
You are all aware. I will say this: you are all aware that Demetria was a druid, the woman you killed down in the in the temple.
Not a nymph, is she? She was a druid. Yeah.
Well, that would explain it.
Yes, it's certainly it suddenly dawns on you. You've putting two and two together on that one. However, this woman definitely does look like she is very druidic and very much a dryad as well. Of these tree people. But yes.
So our apologies. That you can't speak to Dimitri as you wished. She's no longer available.
Oh, so am I to understand? He says you have decided to deal with her in a more violent way. Would be the best way of putting it.
It's been removed of her duties.
Yes, well, she started the violence, unfortunately. So
I don't disagree. I can definitely understand that, and obviously these children, as he sort of points around to them, are a clear sign of that. Where we were held to the Fey Council and not being able to get involved, you are under no such obligations. However, I think as long as this means that relations between our possible peoples can be kept at least civil, that would be a good thing, and keep us in a good standing. If you're willing.
Of course.
Demetria was always saddened after the loss of her sister. She never quite was the same. You obviously saw the tree down there that had been cut down. That was basically what was left of her sister.
Right. Oh, where you were standing initially.
Yes. Sorry, the very large tree stump that's down there. Yes,
right,
that would be. That was originally her sister's dwelling and her, but alas,
the one that Medusius relieved himself of, I believe.
Yes. Sorry about that.
Well,
when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, at least it's a natural thing to do, unlike what the dragonlords did all those years ago. But anyway. It is what it is.
Let's have a sip of that.
Cal kind of steps in front of Silas.
Yeah. Clearly, this guy doesn't realise who Silas is on that one. In that respect, but cutting down the tree for a ship, that's pretty over the top. But who knows why these people do these things? Apparently, they needed a magical ship of some description and decided that tree would be the way to do it.
And where would they have taken this ship then? I mean, I don't know of any areas around here.
He says, I do not know of that. The Dragon Lord, it's been many centuries since that possibility. All I do know is that they did take the tree from here and take it to be crafted into a ship of some description, as far as I know. But again, these are all long stories and parts that I've only heard from hearsay, shall we say.
Indeed.
But you can understand there was, from that point on, friction between her and your kind. And unfortunately that spilled out amongst us. We have no ill will towards the current people of the cities. And we would like to keep it that way.
That is good to know. Well, so what would your movements be now then? Would you be returning to the Fae?
In time, yes. I will certainly be telling them of what's occurred here. I will be explaining the situation, and I imagine we will send an envoy to either Astoria or Mitros to, give our condolences and apologize for some of the actions that have gone on here. And we'll go from there, I guess, and see if we can make for a more peaceful envoy going forward.
Well, the main thing at this stage is to get these children back home.
Of course.
Yes. One of the dudes in the inn was talking about their kid they were after. Which one is it?
Yes, perhaps one of your fathers.
The kids are looking around and not, and they do ask the name on that front. One of you did take a name, didn't you? I guess.
I was in the bar. Lots of notes.
That's okay, but yeah, in theory if you took a name. You say that name out to these kids, and each one of them is sort of nodding. So clearly not one of these kids, unfortunately. But you do know that not all of them have probably made it from this place, if that makes sense.
Well, we did search everywhere inside.
All the rooms? Or?
We did.
Oh yeah, yes. You did. You also found cooked meat that was of a human nature.
I have a selection of jewellery here. Perhaps one of these would belong to his daughter. At least I can take that back.
Yeah, possibly. Yes. Possibly, yes. There's always a possibility. But yes, the Lorius, the satyr sort of says, would you want us to come with you as an escort at all through the woods, or would you want to be taking the children yourselves? We are more than happy to help if it's of use. Otherwise, we will get on our way back towards our land.
No, you're welcome to escort us. That'd be good.
Oh, yeah, if you're heading to Astoria, we can at least follow you that far. I can then at least give my formal apologies to someone in the higher up there in the hierarchy. Maybe not the king, but at least to someone of a level would be useful.
Cal's kind of casually walking over to Kyra, and he's gonna say, what are your thoughts on this situation?
On what part, Cal? She seems a little bit distant, and she's thinking, like looking away, as kind of looking into the distance a little bit on certain things.
My apologies, Kyra, but I have noticed you are a little withdrawn at the moment.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking. Lots to take in here. There was a lot going on down there. She she made some points, and they hit home a little hard for me, she says.
No.
It's okay. I'll get there. I'll be my normal self soon enough. It's just it brought back memories. It brought back stuff.
What points did she make regarding Silas, or?
Well, yes. I mean, some of that was, she's not lying.
No, I would agree on that one.
But yeah,
That's a slanderous lie.
Well, it's not though, is it, Silas? That's the that's the issue we have here.
you and Esther did a lot in the past, and she hasn't. Yeah, she's not lying about what you've done. But it doesn't mean that what you did wasn't needed. It was just a different time, a different place.
I butchered an army and their families,
Yes, you did.
and I regret it to this day. But I was following orders.
Is that a lie or is that a truth, Silas? So I need to know if you're rolling persuasion or are you rolling deception, as in are you lying to her? If that makes sense.
That is that. Oh, no, that's truth.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Mm-hmm. I don't have Oh, you should have persuasion on there somewhere.
In your skills.
Attributes
Oh,
down the
skills.
left-hand side.
skills. Yeah, skills.
There you go. There you go. Should be in there somewhere. 13. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So she sort of looks at you quizzically for a moment and like, yeah, long time has long time has passed. Yeah, like I said, it was a different time. The first war was a very different time, and yeah, this place brings up bad memories of the earlier times.
I tell you what, though, with a nice paint job and a little bit of work around here, it'd be quite nice, you know. Bit of garden space.
Yeah, maybe it needs a little bit of sprucing up. Maybe a little project after you get through some of the quests that you guys are going to get figured out. You are the Oracle's chosen, after all, and she seems to buck up a little bit at that point.
And look on the positive side of today, present. Look how many kids we just saved.
We did.
Oh, yes.
Kira definitely nods at that. She seems pleased with that.
Well,
Yep, we didn't eat a single one, which is fantastic.
regardless of all of our past, we've all got something in our closets.
Yeah.
You did all right today.
Maybe some things can be forgiven, huh? She sort of nods at that on that one. So I guess, guys, we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do next. I mean, I'm assuming you want to take the kids back to Astoria, but then after that, we're going to have to figure out where we're going.
Yeah, we'll start the journey back or whatever.
But then we'll have to figure out where we're going to go from there afterwards. But Cal, you said something about having a vision or something when you drank from the horn. What did you actually see? Or
there was I was on board a large vessel which could be related to the to Demetria's sister. Perhaps that's the ship that they are discussing.
Yes.
They were skeletal. The crew members were skeletal, and they were rowing at an astonishing speed. I don't know where we were, but I could see treasure at the end of this ship. Or I believed I could.
Did you say there were undead people in there, Cal?
There were. They were undead.
That makes sense.
Remember the rumours from the tavern? A band of warriors travelled to Tamincock, and they haven't been seen. Some wizard undead guy. Reckon they're linked.
Yeah, Damon is in Telemach. He's definitely of the undead persuasion, but yeah, I know the ship. If it's everything to do with if it's to do with the dragonlords, it makes sense. The Ultros is the ship that was made from the body of Demetria's sister, and if you saw the crew, I'm assuming you probably saw a guy with them, and she says in sort of
I did
odd turns. An old friend of yours, Silas, Esther Arklander. He's still alive. Or undead at least.
I was going to say he was very much not alive.
Yeah, cursed to survive is the best way to put it.
I see.
The Titan Lutheria has the power of death, or the power over death. That's her domain, and when she decides that you don't die, that's what you can become. And she gave that to him and his crew at a terrible cost. So after the war, that's what happened to them. And then they sailed off, and no one knows where they are since.
Who was this man to you, Silas?
From what
he was an old friend.
Yeah, he would have been an old friend, and he would have been partly your commander for a fair while. But yeah, you were basically some of the early dragonlords. And after you lost your dragons during the fights, you ended up on the Ultros with him for a little bit. So you would have memories of the ship, but it would be very, very vague. You still haven't got all of your memory. Whatever's being said here sort of rings true.
Maybe drinking from the horn will refresh your memory a little, Silas.
We had some battles together once upon a time.
Many during the First War.
Man. A less broken man.
Maybe Heliod is right. Maybe if you drink from the horn.
Good idea, Lord. Can I have some as well?
I would prefer to smoke from the horn.
Fair enough. Yeah. You're not sure what you'll get from it, but it would be might be damn fine smoke.
But if drink is the only option, then I suppose I'm game.
Fair enough. Yeah. So I guess during this resting period, then whoever does wish to drink from the horn will drink from it. Each of you see them pass out, and each of them have the same vision as Cal did, minus no treasure. Whenever they go through this thing, they only see the undead. They see Esther Arklander. They see the ship being pulled along by all the undead in the ship, and each of you looking down in your hands see this strange mechanical device that sort of seems to be showing the stars whenever you look at it. But you each have that vision if you partake of that during the long rest you're having here. But yeah, Kira sort of carries on a little bit by saying, as a lead, it's a bit short, but I suppose the only thing that would make sense is probably at some point we should go to Mitros and speak with King Acastus. I think that would probably be a good thing to figure out on that one, seeing as he is at least a relative of Esther Outlander.
Hang on a minute. Weren't there rumours about Sidon and Heliod's home in Mitros?
Certainly, Sidon's forces at doing some bits and bobs in Mitros has definitely been true. There's been rumours of things going on there.
Yeah, I remember speaking to someone in that bar. Remember?
There would have been some rumours of them demanding the
foul play.
No, they were demanding that the Temple of the Five be destroyed, I believe was one of the rumours. And King Acastus had not agreed to it in any way. Considering his wife is one of the five gods, it would have been a bit strange. But yes, so there's definitely that. Mitros definitely should be on the list. However, that does put us quite a long way away from some of our other quests that we've been looking at. We've still got the idea of visiting the Mithril Forge with that guy in the old guy in the shop, but Kira says, and she puts it in those terms.
If we went there, then we might be able to get some better weapons, maybe, if we can crank it up.
Because you know that's part of the quest line, and the three things that you have to achieve to be able to get on with things. Yes, we can't ignore this looking for the Ultros as well. That definitely must be part of this now. I would definitely say. Yeah, and the only other one we have on the list that's this way over by Astoria is visiting Telemach for Silas's armor etc. So there's certainly that personal quest is still on the list. Yeah, they're all dangerous. They're all hard things to do, but they're probably things we should do before we head towards Mitros anyway.
Okay.
So yes, you will hit the road and be onto the main map. Let's bring you back to the.
Guys? Where do you want to go?
Let's bring you back to the main map. Well, I'm going to assume that first steps bring you. That's too big a map. Let's go for the one that's a little bit closer in. That'll help. 1 second. So you guys are down here at the Mossy Temple. And I'm assuming that probably the easiest thing to do will be to get the kids safe back to Astoria. Would be the first step, and then from there you know that the Mithril Forge is somewhere hidden in the mountains, or there is the option of going to the necropolis at Telemach, which is the one for Silas's armor, etc. But yeah, you spend the time making your way back to Astoria as a start point. Anyway, we'll get you back there. Easily done. The envoy of the fey creatures that do follow you. It's a strange sight when they make their way to Astoria, but it seems to go reasonably well. And they make their apologies to Queen Honora and her court. So you hear that happens. You obviously can rest up or do any shopping or bits you would like to do in Astoria before heading out on your further adventures, if that makes sense. But is there anything you would need to get done in Astoria? Would be the next next thing on the thing.
Is there anything we need?
We were going to pop back to the tavern and ask that the guy in there if he recognises any of the jewellery.
Ah, yes. Okay. Yes. Fair enough.
His daughters.
Yeah, definitely. What I would have, Cal, is that I would say that definitely one of the sets would have been recognised as his daughters. He is upset, but also at least pleased that this is returned to him. So it's clear that she's obviously has passed, and at least he's not now living with the unknown. I suppose is the best way of putting it. Okay. So yeah, he's at least he at least has that going for him.
So if we take one of those off, whatever it's going to be,
yeah, you can take off one of the amulets or
if can you edit that?
Where are you looking?
In the Dragonlords chat, you
in the chat.
All includes 2 necklaces worth. If you just take that to 1 necklace.
Yeah, that will make sense. I'll change that to 1. And there you go, done.
Should we return the horn?
That's a good point. Yeah, you haven't returned the horn, but you could return it to the dragon shrine.
The oracle just said drink from it. You didn't say keep it. So drink from the
I think return it. Yeah, it'd be safer in the dragon shrine than with us.
Yeah, you can definitely go do that if you so wish. That's absolutely up to you. Yeah, these are all these are your choices. Yes, yeah.
Should we give it back to the queen?
Yeah, why not?
What do you think, Silas?
I don't know what to do. Give it back to the queen?
You can do, or back to the guy at the Dragon Shrine who looked after it originally. Any of these things are doable.
Maybe he's got something to help us for our journey.
What is it exactly?
It's
just the horn.
It's a horn of a dragon that seems to have that seems to have some supernatural ability when you drink from it, basically making you pass out and have a vision by the looks of it.
But only the same vision.
Yeah, you had the same vision so far. Yes, yeah.
Actually, I'm thinking, is it actually going to be safer with us because it's already been stolen once from the guy who was looking after it.
That is very valid.
Maybe it's safer that we do keep hold of it for now.
Kira says there is another option you could think about. Well, Balmetria's body is in a mausoleum in Telemach. You could return it to her body. That's another option. So it's
Seeing as
interred
we're gonna head to
in the right
Telemach,
place.
that's not a bad idea. Yeah.
Yeah, when it is certainly on the list of things you're going to do.
Very compassionate.
Yeah. But let's head to Telemach.
Sounds like the honourable thing to do.
Yeah.
So we're going to head.
Now,
out.
where are we going to go and do this hammer?
It's It's honestly up to you guys. They're both ready to go. So either way, you can go. Telemach is one option. The other option is obviously go looking for the Mithril Forge. Would be the two main things that are up for grabs at the moment.
Originally, we were going to do the Mithril Forge with the king, weren't we?
You were going to do that with with the grandfather, really, with Vulcan. But yes,
the forger.
Yeah, but you can always pick him up from you can get to Astoria from coming back from Telemach if you wish to do it in that order. So either way is completely an acceptable option, if that makes sense, or a plausible option. So
We head to Telemach first then, and we've got two things to do there.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna go start heading and ticking off a couple of things in one hit.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, no problem. Right, let's bring you through. Right, back on the road then. So you guys would be on, definitely on the road again. Let me bring you back to the map.
I appear to have been blessed with a new spell.
Not very handy.
Very nice.
Do you share with them what you can do, or do you surprise them when the time comes?
It's definitely going to be a surprise.
Ah. Okay, so yes, you guys are hitting the roads, heading off towards the west. Then you guys follow the river for a while. And it takes you through some of the mountains for a little while. It eventually brings you out to a great waterfall section that seems quite stunning and quite fast paced. So you wouldn't want to get stuck in the water as you were going in that general direction. But yeah, it seems quite full on for a while of walking in that direction. And then as you start getting higher and higher, and you start getting into the mountains a little more, everything starts to get colder and colder as you're starting to make your way that way. The path starts to lead upwards, and it's like I said, it's getting a lot colder as the further you go.
Did we pack enough warm clothes for this?
Yeah. Kira says, "Oh, don't worry about that. I can help on some of that front." And she starts digging out giant coats from this small bag that doesn't make any sense, but it works every time.
Nice.
But yeah, she gives you cold weather clothes to get you through it. I've always got a few prepared. She says, "I've got a few things."
There's one thing I hate: it's the cold.
But yes, you guys make your way up. The path leads upwards into the mountains more, and it then becomes utterly quiet. Kira says, "We're now entering the path of the dead. This is the only way through, really, to the necropolis at Telemach. It's going to get a bit spooky here for a while." She starts looking around a little bit wide-eyed for a while as this is all going on. You start to realize that the sound has become utterly quiet around you. There are no bird calls, no insects, no animal life. It begins to snow as the higher up you've got. Even the sound of the wind seems to be missing in the dead air. It grows colder as it gains height, and there's now a light covering of snow that coats the paths ahead. And you can see the cliff, and now you can start to see cliffs that seem to fall away for hundreds of feet off to one side of you. Oddly, as this is all going on, suddenly there is the sound of this is the sound of song, and it's very beautiful song. So 1 second, I will bring you through to the map. Have I got you your tokens? I think you probably haven't got your tokens. So 1 second, I'll grab you a token so you can see. That's always helpful.
Excellent.
1 second. There you go. So start bringing you onto this this large mountain pass. As you can see off to this side, on this side of you guys, this drops for a good couple of 100 feet going down the rocks. But you're starting to hear singing, like very, very beautiful singing, as this is all going on, coming from the rocks. This is coming from the rocks way further off over the other side of the cliffs.
How steep is it?
This would be steep. This would be incredibly steep, and couple of hundred feet if you were to drop. So very, very bloody dangerous if you fell. But yeah, this very pretty music being sung from just coming over the air. No other sounds, but this going on as this is all going on.
If
but yeah,
there's one thing that puts me on edge, it is beautiful music in the middle of a dire shithole like this.
Cara, what do you think of music? You like music?
well, it sounds like they're doing a pretty good job. But I think it will be trying to bewitch us. They'll be trying. It sounds like siren music to me.
I've got an idea. What I'm
I was going to say something like a harpy.
Yeah, Kira sort of nods at you, Cal, as like, yeah, this could be harpies.
Can I put some cotton wool buds in the ears?
Definitely you can. You can definitely stuff some things in your ears if you wish.
Fingers.
Kyra, could you look in your special pack there and see if you've got something we can put over our ears?
I'll have a look. I'm sure I've got something in here we can use. She scrabbles around on that one, and then she eventually finds some noise cancelling earbuds and so pulls them out. If you press the button on the side of them, that should cancel out the sound for a while. Don't count on it lasting forever. I don't charge the batteries that often.
Okay. Oh, I can't hear anything at all when I put them on.
Can you read my lips? So yeah, she's given you these strange little plastic metal-y devices that seem to cut out the sound, deaden it right down as this is all going on. But yeah, you guys start making your way down the side of the cliffs, easy enough.
Oh, he's off.
Yeah, no, yes. I've caught him up.
I think this is undead.
There certainly looks like there's the possibility of undead being nearby. You guys can't.
Vision from the horn.
Yeah, you guys can't hear any of the sounds. It was definitely undead from the visions from the horn. That was definitely true, as that's all going on. I think when you get to about here, guys, this is where the harpies are realizing that what they're trying is not working, and you do actually start seeing some flying over to try and harass you guys as this is going on. So we're going to roll some initiative against these guys, and we will see how this is going to go down here. Right, let's bring these guys in.
Why can't I do anything with my character?
Going.
Now, Kira, I do have to roll Kira. She's on your side. Right, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to remove the walls so we can at least see what's going on. But obviously, this is a giant cliff by you guys that you're dealing with. But you'll be seeing these guys. You'll be seeing these guys flying towards you, quite significantly as this is all going on. But yes, it looks like in the turn order, Kira starts before the rest of you, and she will start. She goes, "Oh fuck! I can't sing. You won't hear me. No." She feels a little bit like confounded as that one. Damn you, earbuds!
I can't hear you.
But yeah, she gets frustrated in the moment as that's going on. Heliod, you are next in the turn order. I think you don't have a lot of dark vision, so I don't think you can actually see anything. You can hear there's something. You can hear there's something coming, but you don't know where it quite is yet. You know it's coming over the cliffs.
I am going to duck behind this rock and draw my crossbow and just sort of aim it towards the darkness and prepare an attack for if I do see you.
Yeah, when you see them, yeah. So when you see them come on your screen, let me know, and then you can roll your attack at that time. That's no problem. Okay, first of the harpies. Let's see how it's going to do. It's got a fly speed of 40, so it's going to come over here, and it has to double move to get to you. That's unfortunate, Cal, but it does make it to you. But it can't attack you yet.
I can see it.
Yeah, Heliod, you can definitely see it, so you can make your attack.
I'm going to shoot a crossbow.
Oh, with a 6, unfortunately, that it definitely flies wide as this thing comes flying out of the darkness, and gets a little bit surprising to you.
Okay.
Next,
Hang on, I've lost connection to the
thing. Oh, you've
He's not actually in the
turn order. Yeah, you've disappeared from the turn order for some reason. Yes, let's bring you over here and add you to the turn order, and then just. I'll roll you in so we can see. Oh, that's okay. Your turn is coming up, so that's okay. We haven't missed you.
For some reason I can't. I'll have to reload it.
Yeah, if you just hit F5, it'll reload. That'll be the best bit. Next one. This one can fly to here, and it can get to you, Cal. So it is going to try and do a contested strength check against you, if that's okay. So if you have to roll strength against its strength, you can use athletics if you so wish.
Okay. Hang on, let me see.
You got to beat a 16, Cal, as this thing's coming in.
A saving throw, is it? Or ability
no,
check?
it's just a check at this point, yes. It's a contested check.
Oh dear.
Oh, okay. So this guy is literally grabbing hold of you and has now got you grappled, and you think he's going to go flying off the edge of the cliff and taking you with it. But he will have to do that on his next turn.
Help!
Silas, it's round to your turn if you're back in the game.
No, I can't. I've just got a blank screen.
Oh man. Have you got no vision at all? 1 second.
No, all I can see
some
is
kind
the
of
little
lighting or
anvil
something?
thing in the top.
Oh, you've only got the grey anvil. Okay, so yeah, it might just need a little bit longer to load for you then. Bear with it for a moment, and we shall see.
It's the snow special effects is too much for the GPU.
It's too much for his little thing. So let's turn the snow off in case that is the deciding factor on that one, because we don't need to kill it completely. You guys know this snow.
It actually fades out.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, it does a pretty good job. But yeah, we'll see if it loads up for him, and then we'll go from there.
Nothing's happening.
Nothing's happening. Okay, well, fair enough. So Silas, would you be running up to where Cal is? Would that make sense as a start point? As he is got two of these harpies on him. Would you run up to one of those and then attack it? Would that make sense if I move you over?
Yeah, I'll run. Yeah, plonk me next to whoever's the most advanced. And then...
Yeah. So you're right next to Cal, who's got two of these harpies on him. And then in that respect, then would you take an attack on one, or would you try and break the grapple of the one that's holding Silas? That's holding Cal. Sorry. Because you can use your action to do that, but
hit him.
Is it worth me? Because I had that dragon roar thing that would stun them or something.
Yeah, sorry, it would do some stuff. 1 second, and let me read it myself again. It's under your features, I'm assuming. Oath of the Dragonlords. At 3rd level, yes. So Dragon's Wrath. As an action, you can mimic the frightful presence of a dragon using your channel divinity. You issue a roar as loud as an adult dragon. Each creature of your choice within 60 feet of you must make a DC 14 save or become frightened for 1 minute. So it will be frightened, and that means that they would try and run away from you on their turns. If that makes sense. If that's what you wanted to do, you certainly could do that.
Oh, I see. That's not really gonna. Oh, I'm back in. Right. Okay.
Oh, nice. Excellent. It gets you there.
So I would run up there.
Yeah, I've run you to there, so that's already done. So you're already here. Yep. And then it's just a matter of would you attack it? Would you be frightened? I've already moved you. You're already there. So
maybe he's got some kind of lag on his screen.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a little bit behind for some reason. But yeah, it's already moved, so you don't have to worry about that. But.
So I've got Hunter's Mark now, apparently.
Nice.
And the Find Familiar.
Interesting. We'll have to build you a familiar.
Silas, will you please hit the harpy?
Will you take this thing?
I will hit the harp. Well, which one's taking damage? This one here?
That's pulling me down the cliff, you damn fool!
Oh, that one.
Yeah, this one's not hurt, but it is trying to drag Cal 200 feet down a cliff. At the moment.
Right, okay. Well, Oh, I see. Yeah, that one then. I will give it a smack with a short sword.
That makes sense. DC 11, they're not hard to hit. Oh, but you're so distracted by everything that's being yelled at you that your attack goes wide over the side of this thing.
Learn how to use a sword.
Do you have any other attacks? You might still only be the one at the moment. Okay, Cal, Silas is done. So Cal, it is your turn. You are literally grappled by this thing right now. But what are you going to do?
Can I use my bonus action to cast Misty Step and teleport out of this thing's grasp?
Yeah, absolutely. That would definitely be doable. It reduces your speed to 0. It doesn't stop you casting spells or anything like that. There's no problem with that.
Yeah.
So where are you casting it? Yes.
So it's up to 30 feet, I believe. So,
also, when all this was being yelled at Silas, he heard none of it because you've all got noise cancelling headphones.
I've got this one where I can make a creature do a charisma saving throw, and if it fails, it goes prone and loses concentration on any spells.
Nice.
It has active.
Yep.
Is Cal got a spell on him at the moment?
I've literally just teleported myself.
No,
out
he was grappled, but he's now he's now left you up front, Silas, and moved on. He's moved on with his life.
A spell per se.
No, it's literally just
physical.
It's a physical thing. Yeah.
So I've done that. I don't know how I confirm that. I think that's.
You're certainly on my screen. You've moved next to Kira, and she's like,
okay.
"Hello, Cal. Well done."
Yes, I can't hear you, but I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
She gives you a thumbs up. 16. That's definitely going to hit. So yeah, you're going to hit him for 11.
That was the one that was Yeah,
the one that had you before. Easily done. No problem.
Grapple me, you swine.
Swine.
Any more? You get 2 Eldritch Blast. At fifth level, you're going to have 2 Eldritch Blast beams, but you're not quite there yet. But yeah, it will come. No. Modius, last on the list here of these guys. You heard it all happen. Well, no, you didn't. All you've seen is the brief flapping of wings, and then Cal disappear from view.
I'm going to go down to. Oh, sorry, I can't move down. Reality, I don't really know they're behind that rock, do I?
Well, you kind of do. There was like the flapping wings, and then they sort of made their way in. So yeah, you at least seen the bird guys fly in. You've seen that much.
But this one here, is it flying in the air, or is it?
Yeah, it's flying in the air. But it's not high. It's not very high right now because it came down to get to Cal. So yeah, it's within striking range if you were next to it. However, it's quite perilous. But yeah, you can certainly move there if you wish.
I was going to move to here.
You can do. Yeah, you'd have to 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you could just about make it through. Get through Heliod and make it there if you want. No problem.
And say, hello, what's going on here then?
Yeah, so you move there and then...
Which is the easiest one to hit then, isn't it? I guess.
This one's taken a whack. The other one looks fresh. But yeah, they're each there.
I'm going to recklessly rage.
Yep, so you do your bonus action and rage first of all. That's fine. I'll add that for you. There you go. Your rage will be turned on.
And... am I able to take my earplugs out?
You certainly could, yeah.
Being in battle?
Yeah, you could, that would be I would consider that a free action, but you could definitely do it, yeah.
Yeah, sort of running around, taking them out.
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
Making this one.
I'm just going to make a perception check for one of these. Let's see if... on that one. Okay, fair enough, thank you.
And then... And then I'm going to hit it. I've got this thing called a Great Weapon Master.
Okay. I can.
When you score a crit, you can do.
Yeah, I'll turn Great Weapon. Yeah. So Great Weapon Master is one of those ones where it you have to take a negative to the amount that you'd hit by, but you do a lot of it does a lot of extra damage. So it's a risk reward. Yeah, you have advantage. Yeah. So I'll turn Great Weapon Master on. Then you can make your roll and see how you do.
And
you're going to go reckless.
Rage and reckless. With Great Weapon Master, does Hammer of Pathway give me more advantage to hit?
No, it just gives you more damage, and it gives you a negative to your attack modifier. So it's harder to hit, but when you do hit, you get a lot more. You get a lot more damage.
What's the one I should hit with then? Great axe?
Go for your Great Axe. Absolutely, yeah. That's the biggest damager.
Okay, cool. So I'll whack him with the Great Axe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the additions should all just automatically happen. That's all done. So with a 6 and a 5, unfortunately, you'll.
Is Kira singing or not singing yet?
They're not singing at the moment. No.
Kira's not singing. Okay. So I swing. I mean, it's probably quite hard to hit a harpy, I guess.
Well, they have their moments, but obviously you're also taking a negative of 5 on that attack, if that makes sense. So you would, yeah. So and you rolled low. I mean, a 6 and a 5 is a roll low, so it just is what it is on that front for this one. Anything else on your turn?
I don't think I remember. I didn't get much.
You did. Sorry, you did your bonus action as well. You've already done your bonus. Sorry, I keep forgetting. You've already done. You've done all your extras on that one. Okay, so this harpy will fly on over. Then it did spot you take your headphones out, so it's going to try and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please, Modius. Let's see how you do. 15. Yeah, you can definitely hear it singing. trying to get in your head, and you're sort of like, ugh, but you shrug it off as it's it's attempting to sort of sway you in some way. So you feel a bit woozy for a moment, but it passes without issue. Kira, she is going to we'll have none of that, and she'll start singing now that she realizes that one of you can at least hear her. Heliod, around to your turn.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take my earplugs out as well.
Okay, no problem.
Kira, you're singing. That's nice. I will aim my crossbow at the latest harpy to come in.
This one over here?
Yeah, the one furthest away. I'm going to aim at him and take a shot with the crossbow.
Okay, no worries. Oh no, a 5. But you can hear Kira's singing, so you can re-roll.
I'm gonna go.
15. That will definitely hit. So you can roll the damage.
Roll damage. Oh, flipping heck.
So 3 damage. Well, it's something, but yeah, it's not the greatest. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
You're gonna move back. Okay, fair enough. This harpy, okay, so this one is seeing that there's a couple of targets now. It's going to fly away from you, Modius. So you would get an attack of opportunity as it flowed away.
Again, I'm hitting my axe.
Yeah.
Can I do it with a Great Weapon Master thing?
You can do it with Great Weapon Master. Yeah, you can definitely do it with all of the bits. Yeah.
I'm just going to smack it. Do I get a second hit if I don't hit from kill stun or not?
You only get one. You only get one attack. Yeah. It's not. Okay. You don't double up or anything. It's a reaction.
I'm just going to smack it normal then. Just
normal. Okay, I'll turn Great Weapon Master off. That's okay. 1 second. Let me turn that off.
Wait, where are you going?
Hang on. It was still Great Weapon Master. Right. So re-roll it one more time, and then you'll be.
Oh, that was a good roll.
But unfortunately, the real one is only an 8. So unfortunately, you can hear Kira, Modius. So you could re-roll with her if you wished. 17 for 7. That will definitely hit. There you go. Done and dusted. So yes, it's flown away, and it's going to try and use a song. So this time I need Modius and Heliod to both of you to make a wisdom saving throw for me. Modius, yeah, you're well thing for that, and Heliod, yeah, you're still all good from this bewitching song. Is still not having an effect. So yeah, they're realizing their singing is not working. This one, Modius, this one is going to try and use its weapons. Let's see how it's going to do. It's going to use 1 claw attack against you. So this has got advantage because of your reckless. So a 15 to hit you. Is that going to be enough? It is going to be enough. So 6 slashing that you'll halve it because you're raging. And then it will hit you with the club with its second attack. And it crits.
Oh, it's 20, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, Silas. Can you change the outcome of this, can't you, Silas? If
how so?
You had some sort of reaction that you could shield against.
Give something disadvantage on attack. Yeah.
And that's it. So yeah, so you would have seen that it would have hit. So I'll re-roll it now, and we'll see what it will get on a re-roll here.
Oh god!
And it gets a 19, but only for 2 bludgeoning damage this time. So half to 1 because you're raging, which your rage is missing. That is done. So Silas, it's now your turn.
Okay, so where am I? I'm here, right. How many of these harpies are there? 3?
3 of them flying around, yeah. One close by, the other 2 a bit further off trying to sing.
Yeah, let me just give this one here a smack.
No problem.
Short sword.
16 for 5, that will definitely hit. Are you going to add anything on top of that?
Are these things proving to be quite tanky, or?
Well, it's certainly taken a couple of hits.
I'm just wondering whether to use up a spell slot for it. Or if it's worth it.
It's honestly up to you.
Not doing much damage. Well, saying that, they could do that damage.
Are they doing a lot of damage to us?
Not yet.
No, but...
Are they just more like a bit annoying than anything else?
So far, yes. Mostly been not much more than an annoyance.
I will... I'll go on. Let's just... Because there's 3 left, I'll Divine Smite. Things I've hit. I'll use up 1 spell.
So for 7 radiant damage. Okay, so yeah, a blinding light from Silas's weapons catches the harpy. Yeah, it's starting to look like it's taking some damage now, and probably about half health. Cal, your turn.
Well, I'm going to Eldritch Blast the one that's near it. No, actually, I'm going to Eldritch Blast out of the 2 up there. What's the weakest one?
That one has taken a hit, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I'll blast that with an Eldritch Blast from my hands.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh my god.
Can you hear? Did you take the headphones out?
No, I can't. Even if I could, it was still enough.
Oh no. Oh well. Yeah. Alas, on that one. But yeah, if you don't take your headphones out, alas. Okay. You still got movement or bonus if there's anything you got going on. Anything else on the list? No worries at all. Okay. Bringing us to Modius, your turn. Still raging. There are flying, flappy creatures still within range.
Yeah, I'd like to. Can I grab this thing?
100% you can grab that thing.
How big are they?
They're smaller than you are. They're human size, but with just a long wingspan. They're counted as a medium creature.
Have we got enough strength to kind of grab it and sling it down here?
100%. You can certainly grapple it and use your movement to move it there. 100%. You'd have to make a contested strength check and see how it does. You can do athletics on your front. That's absolutely true. Let's see how it's going to do. It's going to try acrobatics, I think, because it's going to try and zip out of the way. But it rolls a 9, so you grapple it, grab it out of the air, Modius, and then you're gonna move it around this side.
Can I smack it as well?
Yeah, I believe you can. Yeah, because I think you've got a you had a special thing for allowing you to grapple as a bonus action, didn't you? So
yeah.
Oh, Odysseus, must you toy with your prey?
It is currently grappled.
Take advantage of your innate strength and authority. I can wrestle them into submission. You're proficient in athletics skill and capable of grappling.
That's it.
You may for bonus action attempt to grapple a creature. Grappling creature with one hand, you can use your free hand to attack.
Attack it with the attack action. Yeah. So you've grappled it, you've moved it, you've swung it round into the rock, and then now you're gonna hit it with your axe. Are you gonna do Great Weapon Master or non-Great Weapon Master?
I don't know, because I've got a feeling it's not gonna work.
It gives you -5 to the attack, so it's harder. But
yeah. I'm just gonna go normal, I think.
Sure, no worries. There you go. Let's see if you can smack him. There you go. So with a crit, with a 25, so on that one. So that one will do 14 for the first bit and 4 for the second. Yeah, you really do a number. So you literally spin this thing around, throw it in the rock, half collapsing its wings, and then it takes an almighty great axe, massive wound in the process. Well done.
Nice.
Well done, Medusius.
That one is done, and then this one is going to fly over here. So everybody with their headphones out, I need you to again make the DC wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw.
Heliod, yeah, you easily got this on this going on. Silas with a 16, and then one more of you. Oh man, you guys, you're made of sterner stuff than these things are. Yeah, they're getting really frustrated, and it's realizing it's not going to have any luck, so it's going to move in for its next turn, but it cannot attack. Back at the top of the turn order, Kira will continue singing for those that can hear her. Heliod, round to you. You've seen Modius literally grapple this one and really badly wound it. The others look like they're in better shape, and are still harassing. But yeah. You can do as you wish.
The one that's still sort of a little way away from us, so I'm going to take a shot. With
this one out here?
Yeah, that one there.
No problem.
Fire a crossbow at it. Oops, I did it twice.
You did it twice, yes. Unfortunately, the first one was not so good. So
the second one was my Kira roll.
Your second one is the Kira roll, absolutely. So 16 will hit, and if you roll the damage.
Yeah, that's better.
9 is much better. Right, so yeah, it will take all of that. You're staying put, no movement.
I'll move here.
No worries, not a problem. This one, right, so yes, realizing they've tried their singing attacks many a time and had no luck, this one's going to move in. Modius is going to try and claw you first, and we'll get advantage on this because of you were reckless. So 18 to hit, so for 3 slashing, halved, and then
use his special.
One sec. He cannot use its special thing. Yeah, because he hasn't got back round to his turn yet. He's already used it once. So Silas's turn hasn't been.
Okay.
Yeah, he can only use it once a round, if that makes sense. I believe, anyway.
Okay.
Your reaction. You only have one reaction.
Once per round.
Yeah, once per round. Yeah. So I think I'm on the right line. But an 18 for 3 slashing, Modius, but obviously halved. So on that one, and then it will try and club you and see how it's going to do. And with a 14 will hit. So for 3 bludgeoning damage, halved. So not too bad for you. Not too bad. And
who did I protect last?
Modius, you protect him, on this round, on the round previous, if that makes sense, because he's after you in the turn order.
I see, right.
Yeah, so in this one needs to try and get Modius off him because he is currently grappled by him. So again, this is another claw coming in, Modius, for you because he needs to. An 8 will miss, and then it will try and club you for an 18 for 2 bludgeoning damage, halved. So not too dramatic. Silas, round to your turn.
Okay.
Modius has taken a few hits, but he's made of sterner stuff. He doesn't look like he's too troubled yet, if that makes sense.
Because I've grappled this one, I'm trying to.
Is one of these things? This one here is weak, isn't it?
No, it doesn't make. The only thing grapple does is it makes their speed 0, Modius. It doesn't make them. It doesn't make them a disadvantage. Yeah. So sorry, Silas. Yes, your turn here. What would you like to do?
The one on the left there, that's the one that's taken a lot of damage.
Yeah, this one looks horrendous and looks like it's been really beaten up by Modius. This one looks like it's taken a few hits, but it's still trucking. This one looks pretty fresh.
All right, well, I'll go for the weakest one then.
Yep. This one definitely looks like it's had its wings crumpled and is not long for this world. Let's put it that way.
That doesn't look good.
No, that wouldn't be looking good. But you can hear, you can take your earplugs out and have Kira re-roll if.
I will re-roll.
A 21. Yeah, much better. So yeah, you do 9 damage to it. Is there any more on top of that, or?
No, I'll leave it this time.
Okay, no problem. And you're probably staying put on the movement.
Yep.
Cal, round to you.
I tell you what, Kyra, it'd be very useful if I could hear you sing.
Yes, you can definitely see she's hollering out, but you're not benefiting her right now.
Yeah, he's completely not noticed everyone else is
taking their earphones out.
I'm gonna fire Eldritch Blast at. I'm gonna get the weakest. Hang on, is he next? Is that next one up? Is that this guy here?
Yeah. So this one is. This one will be next in the turn order. This one is the weakest.
Okay, I'll blast the one that's next in the turn order.
Okay, no problem.
With an Eldritch Blast, which will hopefully hit this time.
Oh, it does. That's more like it. No. Yeah, so 9 plus 6. Very nice. Taking it from looking good to looking half health. So well done.
Cool, and that is it for me.
No problem. Bring us back round to Modius. You've still got this one grappled. Others buzzing around you, but what do you do?
I am going to make it. I'm just wondering whether I use my great weapon master.
Yeah, you can do. I mean, like I said, it's up to you.
It's 5, isn't it? But then I got Kira's.
You have a Kira. You get advantage from your reckless, and and then you get a -5 to the number, but your damage goes up by 10. So it's harder to hit, but when you do hit, it's good.
Let's give it a go.
The one you've got grappled.
Yeah, this one.
Okay, no problem. Okay, I'm going to put the I've turned Great Weapon Master on for you. There you go.
Okay.
And it'll calculate it into the roll for you.
Ideally, I need a higher strength, but.
Your strength's a 17 at the moment, but you need you should have ways of upping that at time. A 14 will still hit, and yes, look at that, much more damage with 21.
21 damage.
So it incorporates the
Insta killing this one.
Literally split right down the middle of it.
Yeah, so definitely wing clipped and then some.
Can I intimidate one of these two as well as a bonus, or these two?
You can roar out, make an intimidation check. Yeah.
It's just a kind of, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. Yeah, go for it.
I think naturally he would be pretty pissed when he goes down. He just coughs instead.
Yeah. It doesn't quite come out the way quite the way he expected. Meanwhile, Silas, this one will try and club you and then claw you. Let's see how they're going to do. A 12 is definitely not going to hit Silas, and a 7's not, so it's going to have no luck. Kira will carry on singing for you. Heliod, round to you.
Yep, I'll just take another pot shot
at this one?
The southern guy.
Okay. Something's coming through. Hey, 23 to hit. That's going to hit.
Reasonable.
And reasonable damage.
Not bad.
Not bad for a spellcaster that's not using his spells. There we go.
Using his spells.
Saving for later, which is probably not a bad thing. Right. This harpy is going to try Modius here. So we're going to try a claw and a club. So a 22 to hit for 5 will definitely hit. And I believe the 14 for 3 will hit as well. Halved as usual because of your raging. Bringing us to Silas.
Hey.
Is the Great Weapon Master on for someone else, or is that just me?
It should be just you, but yeah, I've put it's accidentally on this guy as well. But yeah, it's I've taken it back off. Yeah.
I'll hit this one down here.
Yep, no problem.
Doesn't look good.
But they have got an AC of 11, so you definitely hit.
Oh.
So another 7 damage. Anything else added to that hit, or
No, I'll leave it for now.
no problem. Bringing us to Cal, round to you.
Gotta be the good old Eldritch Blast. On the one that's really on his last legs.
Yeah, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, let's get him out of the picture, I think.
19 for 10, with 7 hit points left. Yeah, this one gets blasted by the Eldritch Blast and then sort of down the cliffs and disappearing away into the depths.
Goodbye. That's it for Cal for this turn.
Okay, no problem. Modius, it looks like there's one left with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and. Can I grab this one as well?
Yeah, you can definitely grapple it. Yeah, it'll be contested. Let's see how it's going to do. It's going to try and acrobatics its way out of it. Or an 11, it might have a chance. But it rolls a 4, so you definitely grab it.
I can kind of stuff it together.
Yeah, you swing him round, easily done.
Greater Weapon Master, Great Axe. I'm going to try and smack it.
That makes sense.
Is it on?
Yep, it's all turned on for you, buddy. Yep, go for it.
Yeah.
Ooh, that
again.
Yeah,
with Kyra?
you can certainly make a reroll with Kyra. That's what she's there for. Oh, it's not the 20 though. It's only the 16 because it's only the reroll. But 22 damage, and it has exactly 22 hit points. So you will end its days, Modius, on that front. Well done. So yes, finally the silence is done, and Kira keeps signaling at you, Cal, that you can take the earphones out.
Okay.
It's a bit of it's annoying when with those things in. I didn't even think about it. But you can't hear me when I sing.
At me. I've taken them off, Kyra.
Thanks for the music, Kyra. Anything on these dudes?
They look like bird people. There's a club. There is definitely a club on each of them. But yeah, barring that, not much more, if that makes sense. They're just sort of animal-like beasts.
Right. So Cal's going to walk up, pick up one of these clubs, walk up to Heliod, and literally shove it in his hand.
Saving myself for a staff.
It's a short staff. Short, chunky staff.
So we can make a note that you've now got a club as well in amongst your collection of stuff. That's no problem. Okay, guys. So yes, so we'll time will pass as you sort of I'll move you, but you start making your way down the mountain pass slowly but surely. Whereas it starts to bring you out into a sort of a valley type area. Not the dead bodies. You don't need to carry dead bodies. That's a bit much.
Trophies.
The trophy. Yes, you gotta have trophies of every kill you ever get. But yeah, eventually you do make your way out further down until you start to see bridges going across the cliffs on that one. And out in the distance in front of you, the ancient necropolis stands before you, an awe-inspiring sight in both splendor and size, covered in ice and snow, obscuring the details of the magnificent pillars and statues ahead. You can see a vast canyon spanning across with 3 stone bridges. One of them seems to still be linked and okay. The others are definitely broken. And there is, at the very, very far end of this very, very long bridge that's going over the canyon, there is the faint sight of some sort of a clothed figure in sort of black at the very far end. I will bring you through to the next map.
Oh, yeah.
1 second. It is this one. Right, I might have to turn the snow off in this one, but let's see if it should load through for you all. Let me know if let me know if you can see.
I mean,
so yeah, you should be down here. If it's quite a big map, this one, guys. But yeah, you sort of are down here. Has it loaded for everybody?
Yep, good for me.
Yep, you can all see, no problem. So yeah, you guys slowly start making your way forward a little bit, and until it brings you to the point where you can see this black clothed figure on the far end of the bridge. He looks like this. Hopefully that loads.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lone skeletal figure stands at the center of the bridge at the far end. A tattered cloak covers his thin frame and obscures most of his skeletal face. As you draw closer, the figure you can see is sort of looking at you guys for a while, and then slowly puts out a hand, like it's awaiting something, like it's expectant for some sort of payment.
Oh.
But yeah, it looks like an undead monstrosity.
I wonder what he wants.
Hello, what do you want?
he wants our souls.
Maybe in the long run, but Kira says no. He will probably expect some sort of a penance for entering Telemach. He is basically the guardian. I have something that I have something that I can use. Give me a moment. And she does sort of start walking ahead of you guys if you let her, and she starts making her way forward towards him. Are you staying in earshot, or are you waiting?
Yeah, very good.
But yeah, you see her walk. She walks up to him. She reaches into her bag for a little while, and then those that are closer see that she does pull out some sort of a bronze coin with a dragon, a picture of a dragon on one side of it, and she passes it to Damon, and sort of nods to him and says, "It has been a long time." And then sort of he sort of takes the coin and wraps his little hand around it, and he slowly floats back a little way, not far, but a little way.
Thank you, good sir.
Yeah, you can see Kira's kind of like just taking it all in at the moment, and she's waiting on the rest of you. Silas.
Kira, can we ask him questions?
Kira says you can try, but I don't think he ever speaks. But that does not mean you can't try. There looks like there are a whole bunch of different tombs around and things like that. But yeah, Modi, so you can approach him if you wish.
Who's better with charisma?
I think some of your friends, Cal and Silas, are pretty good, but you're not the best, but you're not the worst either.
I'm going to ask him about the.
Hello, good sir.
Have you seen any boats?
Any boats? Oh, have you seen any boats?
If a skeleton could be quizzical, it probably would be right now.
Could you point us in any direction using one finger? Not that finger. Have you seen any boats?
I can speak Draconic and Celestial. Is that?
You can definitely try some stuff. Yeah. What are you trying, Cal? Is the question. Yeah.
I'm gonna try some Draconic.
Okay. And what are you asking?
Celestial.
Okay.
Could you point us in the direction of a? Sorry.
David Bowie. And you point us in the direction.
Which way to the lavatory?
He points to the ground around you. No, but go. Yeah. What's Cal actually asking?
Yeah. What am I asking here, Medusius? I mean, for goodness' sake, you ask.
The ship.
Ship, yeah, great big ship.
Oh. Have you seen a large ship?
It just stares at you, Cal. Not much going on.
Ask him to. Could he drink from the horn?
I don't even know if Celestial is the language to be speaking here. To be honest, I think we'll leave it in there. Bye. Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So as you guys are starting to move off, I'll pause it here for a second so you don't go too far. You can see there are lots of different tombs around the outside edges of this space.
These things here.
Yeah, I see them.
Yeah, you can see a few of them where I'm doing my little point symbols. Yeah, there's a few round up on this upper floor. This is like an upper floor. So this is about 60 feet above you guys on another level, but there's more stuff here. You can see there's some tombs over this way, and a lot. I can point these out as you go, but the nearest tomb was the one that was just behind Damon here, Cal. So the one you're closest to here is the nearest tomb you've seen. But however, there are many of these tombs around the outside of this place. Considering it's called the Necropolis of Telemark, there's obviously a lot of tombs.
Okay.
But yeah, are you guys? I suppose the question is: are you guys looking at any of these tombs, or are you beelining towards the giant pyramid at the very far end of the space? Because that would be the only other thing you would notice that would stand out on in the things to the north. There was a giant, what looks like a giant pyramid.
I will approach this tomb.
Mm-hmm.
And see if there's any kind of writing on it or markings to show who is entombed here. Absolutely,
and there definitely are definitely words. Bear with me. There's a lot of naming here. 1 second, let me find the right tomb. Kira hasn't really said a lot since she talked to Damon at the moment. But yeah, as you guys move towards that one, what you see is there is an inscription on the top of the tomb, and it says the inscription reads Telemark Arklander, oath sworn of Valus.
Telemark.
Yeah, you've heard that name. This place is named after someone called Telemark. You now know his last name is Arklander, which you've heard that name before because that's the name of Esther Arklander, the one that was on the ship. You've heard of that. You've heard that name before. So yes, clearly a famous name of a famous person.
Well, the Arklander was on the ship on the Horn.
It was, yeah. Esther Arklander was that. You know that, Silas. You know this name. Telemark Arklander would be, a very famous dragon lord. You don't have the name rings bells as you see it, if that makes sense.
Esther Arklander. So if it was in a dream, will we open it up then?
It is
this
a name.
Telemark.
It is a name I know well, I say, stroking my chin.
But yeah,
I do not know the significance.
Yeah, it's hard because your memory is so fuzzy of things. It's definitely a thing. But yeah, you could enter that tomb if you wished. You haven't done anything yet. You know that stealing from tombs is considered incredibly bad, but having a look in a tomb is a very different thing to taking things from a tomb.
On the rumours in the tavern were that a band of warriors travelled to come up. Haven't been since.
Yeah, they came here and never returned. Yes.
Yeah, wizard undead guy. Damon,
yeah, that's the guy you've met already.
Some big warrior.
Yeah. So, yeah, you've definitely met Damon at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you guys enter the tomb, or do you wait on the outside?
A small peek inside could be beneficial, I believe.
No problem. So yeah, you guys slide the stone door to one side, looking into the space. Inside of the space, there is a crypt that contains a very large sarcophagus in the middle. It's depicted on an engraving of a proud warrior engraved on the lid. There are fading murals covering all the walls and the ceiling of the crypt. They depict the same warrior, slaughtering enemies of every kind: men, women, centaur, cyclops, and more. Yeah, sounds familiar to some of the things you heard about Esther, Arklander.
Could this be
big warrior?
Could this be the tomb of Esther?
No, this is Telemach is someone else, but it certainly seems like maybe it runs in the family.
Well, let's have a look. Are there any pictures of children on the walls here?
Any pictures of what? Sorry?
Children.
Of children? There are... No, it's not drawn like that. It's drawn as like... taking on centaurs and Gigans during the First War, like a depiction of a hero, but slaughtering their enemies.
That sounds about right. Yeah, I think we should leave them there. Let's close this tomb up.
No problem. Yeah, you certainly do. You can then pull the door closed and make your way on.
I'll have a look as we move up at the next one.
Absolutely, yeah. So you can definitely move over towards the next tomb. That's easily done.
What's wrong?
But yeah, you make your way over to the next one, and it's basically says on the outside, Adonis Dragon, oath sworn of Pythor, most beautiful of the dragonlords, if but his sword work had been as beautiful.
Oh dear.
Adonis.
Sounds like Silas.
Adonis Dragon, oath sworn of Pythor.
Is he another acquaintance of yours, Silas?
I recognise the name.
Yeah, every time
such a long time.
Every time you hear a name, you know of it, but you don't know the full connotations.
The next one.
Okay, yeah, you make your way across towards the next one. This one says, the Tomb of Esther Arklander, oath sworn of Kira.
Oath sworn of Kira?
Oh. Ooh. Oi, Kira.
She is nowhere near you.
Is she a dragon lord? Are we in the presence of a dragon lord?
No, this is oath sworn to a god, Kira.
So
this would be
a sworn an oath to her. Okay.
But that's the first you've ever heard of that. She's never admitted to anything like that with you guys. But yes, it definitely says oath sworn of Kira on the outside of the tomb.
Medusius, let's open this up.
Okay, I got it.
No problem. You easily do. You pull the door aside on that one. Inside, disturbing images adorn the walls of the tomb. Rather than heroic battles, the carvings largely depict a man slaughtering unarmed dryads and satyrs in gory detail. Clear pain and fear mark his victims' faces. In one panel, his dragon companion appears to beg for mercy on the behalf of a group of nearby creatures. A blood-red marble sarcophagus bearing the man's name sits in the center of the room.
Well, this is just splendid, isn't it?
Such fascinating art.
Yeah, so the fact that there's a tomb there, and obviously you've seen the ghost of this guy, Cal, when you saw the visions.
Have a look to see if it's in.
I recognise him.
Yeah, you definitely recognise the carvings when you do see them.
So is his body in the tomb?
You'd have to open it to have a look.
Were these the carvings you saw in your vision? The vision of the horn.
He didn't see anything like that, no.
This
but
character I saw.
Yeah, you definitely saw that guy.
We
have a gander.
I would like to have a gander, but I've also got some questions for Kyra.
Let's go. Kyra.
Yes, more than.
But we knew that Kyra was a god, did we not?
Yes, you are aware that Kira is a god, yes.
We did, but we didn't realise that there was such a link.
Yes.
She led us here as a trap.
And the god decided this is how you would die.
Yes.
So yes, Kira is waiting there at the edge of Telemach, not entering, and she says, "Yeah, I'm here still. I'm assuming you've got some questions." Then she sort of looks around awkwardly.
Is that why you haven't joined us over the bridge, or are you unable to cross the bridge?
I can go there if I want to, but no, I don't want to. She sort of says as she's looking at it. But yeah, I don't want to have anything to do with anything that's here. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
What do you make of Esther Arkman? Oath sworn to you.
Yeah, he was oath sworn to me. That doesn't mean what he did.
More, perhaps.
It doesn't mean what he did was right. But he was oath sworn to me.
What did he do that was wrong?
What did he? His body's not here. He was never buried. He lives on to this day, or in undeath. But yes, he was sworn to me, and he did great things at one point. But in the end, he was not a good man.
What turned him bad then?
Power, a need for vengeance. He was a man that could get things done. He was a good commander of men, but he couldn't see past the bloodshed and couldn't stop himself. And at some point he became mad. Being oath sworn to me didn't change that.
If I open that tomb, he's not going to be in there.
He won't be in there. She sort of looks down.
What does it mean exactly to swear an oath to you?
It means that he would be linked to me. He would be bound, and some of my power would be passed to him, and some of him would be passed back.
So what happens if an oath sworn does something you don't agree with?
Then you're at bad terms. And it becomes complicated.
When you say complicated, can you expand on that slightly?
I don't know how I would react to seeing him. It would be problematic. I have avoided him for many centuries.
I don't like the sound of problematic, I have to say.
No, so a part of him lives within you?
There is a connection between us I can never break because he is oath-sworn. And an oath is very powerful here. It goes both ways.
Not powerful enough to stop him doing things you don't want to do.
It cannot force him to do things against his will, but there is connection there, and there is power in that.
And with that connection, can you tell where he is?
No.
Can you sense anything about what he's doing or thinking?
Possibly if I was near him. However, I would avoid him as much as I possibly could. I don't need to be reminded of what happened in those times.
Why would you avoid him? Is he undead?
He is now. He is very undead at this point. Lutheria has made sure of that. He'll never die. But that may also make him unkillable.
Medusius, let's go and Kyra, how would our gentleman friends down there, the skeletal what's his name again?
Damon.
Damon.
He was a dragonlord once, but no more.
Okay. How would he react if we were to peer inside the crypt?
I think it will depend on how many of them are consecrated. I can't imagine that Esther's will be consecrated. But if you did that to a consecrated tomb, you would probably he would not deal with it well.
Okay.
And I would suggest you don't piss him off.
Silas, Hilliard, let's go take a look inside this chap's sarcophagus.
How can we tell which ones are consecrated?
Kira would say there should be. You can tell, Silas. You can use your spell that tells you that. You have which one is it? Sorry, one second.
Divine sense.
You have divine sense that can tell you if something is consecrated or not.
Okay.
So yeah. We get kicked to the heavens. Can anyone give me a few more quick ones?
Alright, well I'll use my as an action though, yeah?
Yeah, but you're not in combat, so actions are all sort of loosey goosey at this point.
Yeah, okay. Hang on, I need to figure out how to actually.
Just gonna grab a drink quick.
That's okay. Yeah, we're gonna be calling it in a moment anyway. We've got things we're getting on with. We're gonna have to call it in a few minutes anyway. But
okay, yeah.
We're getting close to a point.
Deadline.
Yeah, I gotta go to work in the morning.
Some of us have got to work, man.
Yeah, like all of us.
I've used divine sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can tell this one is not consecrated, Silas. Therefore, yeah, there would not be a problem with opening the tomb if you or the actual sarcophagus, if that makes sense.
What the expelled Takira one?
Yeah. This is the oath.
Model, my boy. Open this thing up.
In we go then, chaps.
Yeah, easily done, Modius. Yeah, you push the red marble top off to one side, confirming that yes, there is in fact no body on the inside of the tomb. It is 100% definitely empty.
Completely empty. No, okay, no clues.
That means he's escaped.
Can someone kill him for that?
No. He was never put in there.
Or has he become undead and escaped?
Either possible. Yeah, you haven't got enough info to work that out yet.
There's nothing else in there.
No bones, no nothing. It is literally an empty sarcophagus on the inside.
Okay, let's open all the unconsecrated ones. I can detect them all.
That's okay. You're going to move to the next one?
Divine sense.
Yes, let's move to the next one.
Okay. So yeah, you move to the next one. Yeah, you realise again this one does not seem to have any consecration on it. When you look up and look at the name on this one, however, Silas, what's your last name? What would Silas's last name be?
Yeah.
Silas Dragonlord?
I'm not sure about Dragonlord, but something a bit better than that.
Horn lover.
Put him on the spot for a last name.
Horn rider.
Horus Silas. Can't be Telemach.
Smokerson. That's Smokerson.
So Silas Hadar, we'll go with that or something like that. But it basically said,
Hadar.
There you go. Is the name on the top of the tomb as you guys make your way over to it, and that will be where we will be cutting this time for ready for next. I can't believe we're using EastEnders as a thing. Wow. That is a first. That is definitely a first on that one. But yes, but yeah, well done, guys. Thank you for that. A bit of a shorter one, but we gotta call it there, and we will we'll find out more about Telemach. And you're starting to unravel some of the story intricacies are starting to come through. So well done.